guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we will be ranking my Chanel handbags. I did post recently a video, I'll link it up there and also in the description box. You want to go check it out, ranking my Louis Vuitton handbags from the most used one to the least used one. I was briefly telling you why. So we're gonna be doing this exactly the same thing with my Chanel bags. So I'm looking at all my Chanel handbags. I have 6. Louis Vuitton is obviously my biggest collection because I have 10 of Louis Vuitton handbags and I have 6 of Chanel. I really have something in my mind that I would like to purchase, but Chanel is just going so high in prices and I don't know, it's just crazy. But there is a few bags that I have in my mind that I would like to add to my collection. So maybe someday, but today we're gonna focus on what I have in here. And yeah, I'm gonna start with my most used handbag, and the one that I feel like every time I wear is just melting my heart, and I'm talking about this beauty. So this is a jumbo and this is a single flap. So it's kind of, I guess it's considered vintage because they don't make single flaps anymore. And with the gold hardware, as you can see, it's just so stunningly beautiful. And in the color, I think it's a beige clear, but it is with the caviar leather. So it is, you know, has a little texture. You know, it's not a smooth lambskin or calfskin, you know, this is caviar, so it has a little texture, but I love this handbag. It was like a very kind of, I don't want to say impulse buy. I purchased this a few years ago from one of the from the Chanel Facebook group. Someone was selling this handbag, and considering how much it went in price already, being, you know, single flap and vintage, I'm so happy that I did pull the trigger, although it was not cheap. Let me tell you that. But oh, I absolutely love this handbag, and that's what I was after. I was after like a beige single flap and with a gold hardware. That's exactly what I wanted, and this handbag was in like brand new condition when I purchased it. It still is because I do take care of my bag. So how beautiful is this beauty? I obviously, as you saw it, I keep, you know, the chains kind of stored always like inside like this, and of course I always this particular one sits in my little cabinet, so I don't put in the dust bag. But if my bag sits like in an open space outside, I always put a dust bag. So like I mentioned, it's a single flap, so obviously it's lighter, much lighter than my other jumbo. I do have a little organizer in here, which is in red, but it's okay, it doesn't bother me. I mainly keep this organizer just to keep the shape of this handbag because, you know, being a single flap, this handbag is not as structured as the double flap would be. But this is my most used Chanel handbag, hands down. I love it so much. I don't use it like for work, but you know, whenever is something special, you know, happening, this is my handbag that I always reach for. The second bag that I was actually thinking, because this and my beige clear, I think they should be actually like same on the same kind of level, but I decided to put this one as a second most used, and this is the VUITTON Tote, and I believe this is in a size, I'm always confused about it, I think it's small. There is a mini size which is like kind of shorter and more like vertical, and also has a long you know, like a long straps like this, and then obviously is a larger one, which I'm after, which has a long straps and has a 2 short straps as well. So mine, again, I've got it, I think it was right before the pandemic started, so you know, 2 years ago or so. And this is like in this beautiful kind of blue boucle color with the little sparkle going around, and it's just so beautiful. I purchased it from Fashionphile, so it was slightly below the retail price, but you know, very slightly below. It was basically brand new, and I did, you know, so I saved a little bit money. And if I look at the VUITTON totes these days, they go so much higher, you know, on Fashionphile than the retail price. So you have to be kind of smart when you try to buy, you know, those Chanel handbags, because I hate you know, when people start charging like, you know, almost like double, you know, for some of the bags, they literally charge like double, which is ridiculous, you know, the retail price. So anyway, I love this handbag. I know I don't always talk about this a lot, but I use it a lot. I love this handbag. It's been holding it beautifully. There's really like no damage or no, I still have some like, plastic, you know, covers on those little like inside. It's very, very simple bag. There's nothing, yeah, very simple. There's really nothing inside in here. I do have an organizer from Zumoni, and I mainly keep this organizer just when I store this handbag, so it keeps nice shape. I don't know, sometimes I use organizers, sometimes I don't. I don't know, I feel like they just take a little bit too much space sometimes and makes it back sometimes extra heavier, and I don't always want too much structure. It depends what handbag. So this one I don't mind if it's a little bit more slouchy, you know, where I wear it, but yeah, I highly recommend, and this size is like a perfect tote handbag. All right, let's talk about the third most used handbag, and now we're kind of entering this category of the handbags that I use kind of the least. So I have to probably go with my Jumbo Classic. This is the double flap, which I've purchased in 2016 in Hawaii, Honolulu boutique. Was it on the Waikiki beach? Yeah, they have like this big, you know, shopping. The whole street is like, you know, just designer, you know, kind of a shopping heaven. So that's where I purchased this handbag. I saved so much money. I was so proud of this purchase, and since that time this bag nearly doubled in price. So this is the Jumbo, and this one is a double flap, so it is a lot heavier and also a lot structured than you know, than the beige Claire, which I told you was in a single flap. So again, occasionally I'll take it to work, but normally, again, I use it on special occasions. So obviously you have first flap, you have a second flap. It's a great bag, but it can get a little heavy when you put too much stuff in it. That's why I don't really like to wear it like, you know, every day. This is not my everyday bag or anything like that, but even though I don't use it as much as, you know, let's say the Tote or my beige Claire, I still like it, and I still like to have it in my collection. And considering the fact that those bags are so expensive now, it's just crazy. I could probably get my money back easily if I want to sell it, but you know, if I sell it, I'll never buy it again. So yeah, this will stay because it's such a timeless handbag, but I wish it was the single flap. As you know, my beige, I probably would use it way more. All right, number 4 on my list is my newest Chanel handbag, which I've got myself for my birthday in September. This is the Chanel 19, and this one is in a size large. That's exactly what I wanted, and it's in a calf skin. So it looks a little wrinkled, as you can tell, but it is kind of a smooth, you know, handbag. I love the look of this handbag, love, but I am not happy about like carrying it. You know, when I style it with my clothing, I love the look. I think it looks so nice and edgy, and at the same time so elegant. And then when I start wearing it, I'm like, I don't like it. And I'll tell you why. I feel like this strap is kind of awkward because it's not long enough for me to wear crossbody, and then when I put it on my shoulder, you know, it's kind of long, but when I put it on my shoulder, it just slips off my shoulders immediately, and it's just driving me nuts, absolutely nuts. And I don't know, I like my handbags, you know, if they don't sit comfortably on the shoulder, I like them to go crossbody. And unfortunately, this one doesn't go crossbody on me. Yes, it has, you know, that little handle, which is nice. You know, it's nice to kind of grab and go. But I wish this long strap would be a little bit more comfortable. Or just a little bit longer. And there's just no way really to adjust it because, you know, it's like permanently attached, you know, to the sides. And overall, it's a fine bag. I honestly, when I did my review, you can go check it out, I think it's overrated. I don't think it should cost that much money or should be that hyped up. That's just my opinion. It's a very, very simple bag, and I feel like it's really, really overpriced. Again, I have a little organizer, and you know, it's a pretty narrow bag, so it doesn't fit a ton. And if I do keep organizer when I wear it, it's very limited of how much I can put. So again, I keep the organizer in just to when I store it, but because it is a very slouchy handbag. But the moment I wear it, the moment I take it out, I don't use the organizer, because it just restricts of how much I can put in here, and I just don't like it. So I love and hate this bag at the same time. And yes, I was actually considering to maybe selling it, but then I go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So I don't know. For now, I have it, and you know, we'll see. Maybe I can somehow you know, make a piece with this handbag, and maybe I'll just use it a little bit more. We'll see. The time will tell. All right, the bag number 5 is my Reissue, another black handbag. So if you guys remember, if you are not new to my channel, when I purchased this bag a few years ago, I use it all the time, and I always tell you how much I love this handbag. And for some reason, I don't know, maybe the pandemic did this, but for the past 2 years, I haven't reached for this bag. I did not use it for 2 years. It's been sitting in my cabinet, closed in. I always look at it, and then I think I tried to use it the other day, and nah, I just switched to different handbag. I don't know really what happened, but I still think it's a great handbag. You know, it's in with this, you know, kind of distressed leather, and you know, the hardware is all this what is it called, gunmetal hardware, and it's in a size 2 to 7, so it's equivalent to my jumbo, and surprisingly it's much lighter than the jumbo. It is a double flap, but it is so much lighter. Probably the leather, you know, different leather makes it so much lighter. Again, I have an organizer which I bought on Etsy, and I don't recommend, so I'm not gonna even say what it is. It's not even fitting in perfectly in here. It's too small. But again, I'm only keeping it just to keep the structure. If I would wear it, you know, I'll take it out. So this bag can hold a ton, because like I said, it's equivalent of the jumbo of any of these. Even this is, it's pretty much the same. Like I said, it's 2 to 7. They come in 3 different sizes, I believe. 4. There's also mini, which is very impossible to buy. But anyway, yeah, you know, it's very kind of low-key Chanel handbag. Not everybody will recognize, or there is some people that think this is a knockoff, because you know, everybody thinks that Chanel handbag has to have a CC, and I met people in the past that say, oh, that's not a real Chanel because it doesn't have a CC. So yeah, so it's, in a way, it's kind of a nice to know that not everybody will recognize. You know, if you still want to feel stylish but you don't want to be very flashy, I think it's a great bag to have. So I hope that I will come back to this bag. I always have like a vision in my head that I see how I would style this bag, and somehow I never do it. So maybe someday. The very last handbag on my list is the handbag that my husband loves, and every time I wear it, he loves this handbag. This handbag it's beautiful. I mean, look at this. It's beautiful. So this bag is called a clutch on a chain. The reason it's called a clutch is because it's very narrow, as you can see, but it is pretty big. I mean, this handbag is pretty big. It's as big. Look at this. I'm gonna hold my jumbo. It's almost the same in length, so it is a pretty big bag, and surprisingly this handbag can fit a lot. And like I said, it's called a clutch on the chain because there is a chain, very thin, but it's really nice. There we go. So yeah, the you know, like a typical Chanel chain. And you can see, if I put it on my shoulder, it sits beautifully, right? You know, very comfortably. So when I wear it, you know, it's very comfortable. I love this bag. The reason I put it last is because I don't wear it as much, you know, and maybe I should put it as a 5th, because I wore this a few times in the past 2 years. But the red color, for some reason, I cannot style it. I don't know. And as much as I love it, I was like, how am I gonna style this handbag? And I have it for a few years, and honestly, I was considering selling it. My husband was like, no, that's the most beautiful, you know, Chanel handbag that you have. And I do agree with him. I mean, even look at this pocket in a bag. It's so big. You can put your cell phone in here, and that's, of course, it's patent. I don't know, did I mention it? You can probably tell. It's all patent in this kind of red, orangey kind of leather. Ah, it's beautiful. I love it, but then at the same time, like, I want to use it, you know, I want to use it. And unfortunately, it's just, I don't know, it seems like the red color is just not my vibe. So it's very simple inside, is all lined in this red, you know, leather. There's a pocket, there's authenticity card. 18, this is 18 from the 18 series. So it's pretty old bag, but it's beautiful. But again, it's one of those bags that you just kind of have it for, I guess, special occasion, that it's not your everyday bag. I don't know, what do you guys think about this? Oh, as much as I love it, I wish I could just, you know, just to wear it a little bit more. Maybe I should make an effort. I should really think about how I'm gonna style all those handbags, you know, because sometimes I feel like maybe I just have too much. And it did came with the cloth, by the way, that you can, every time when I use it, you know, you can just kind of polish it, and you know, so there's not gonna be like fingerprints. And I do store this bag, just so you know, because you know, it's a patent. I have this little felt that I always put, you know, and I do store it with its own, you know, dust bag. So there you have it. This is it. This is all my Chanel handbag ranked. I think it's a pretty decent collection. I would like to add another DeVille tote, or maybe two. But I will have to look most likely on a pre-owned market, which I don't mind doing. I really don't mind. I'm all up for it. Buying off someone, I really don't mind, you know, as long as, you know, we're being honest with each other. Also, I am still thinking about the mini. I wish I had a mini. I know I did unbox that mini a year ago or something like that. It was a disaster. I mean, the bag was good, but it just didn't look good on me. But, you know, I'm thinking like, I lost so much weight. Maybe it's gonna look good now. I don't know. I want the mini. Okay, I want the mini. So, mini is still on my wish list. I think I want to try it again. The mini, I would like to have it maybe, oh my god, that's gonna sound horrible, but I want two. I want two minis. I want two DeVille totes. And yeah, I don't know, maybe I will end up selling 19 at some point. We'll see. If I cannot, you know, style that. This one I probably won't sell it, even though I don't use it so much, but my husband would probably be heartbroken if I would, because he loves this bag. He's not wearing it, but he loves whatever I, you know, carry this bag. He thinks this is the most beautiful out of all my Chanels. That's his opinion. But I think he just likes the shiny patent leather and, you know, the red color. So anyway, this is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I would like to know what is your favorite Chanel handbag, the one that you use the most. Maybe you have some recommendations, maybe I should get some like seasonal handbags, you know. I mean, they're still expensive, you know, Chanel is pricey no matter what, but maybe getting some like seasonal handbags would be a little bit better. Let me know what you think. I wish I had like a Chanel boutique near me so I could actually, you know, go and check and see. That most of the time I'll buy pre-owned or whatever I travel, if I'm lucky enough, you know. The only one I bought from boutique is this one. The rest was, you know, either brand new when I purchased it or pre-owned. Even this one, I bought it from Fashion File years and years and years ago. It was brand new, but you know, from Fashion File. So anyway, that's it for today. I'm rambling. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.